Hi everyone! To help you practice for the new IGCSE ESL speaking test with the test 510 or 511 for the 2024 to 2026 period with CAIE, I will practice being the examiner and I'll add a timer to these videos so you can practice your speaking test by yourself. Make sure you subscribe and check out my other sample tests if you want more practice for the upcoming IGCSE ESL speaking test. Remember that you are graded in 4 different categories, including development, grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. And the examiner will give you a score out of 40 points. There are 4 parts of the test. The first part is unassessed and is a warm-up. Then you'll have an interview with the examiner where they'll ask you a few questions. Then a short talk where you'll have 1 minute to think, and then you'll have to speak for 2 minutes. The last part, discussion questions on the same topic as the short talk. I recommend recording yourself while you speak and listen back to what you said so you can try to see how you did. Now, in the real test, the examiner may ask you follow-up questions, especially if you stop talking. It'll be on whatever you said. Make sure when you're practicing by yourself, you try to speak as long as the timer is on. Let's begin. First, we will start with a short warm-up where I will ask you some questions to find out more about you. This part is not assessed. What is your hometown like? What sports do you like to play? What's your favorite type of food? The first assessed part is an interview. I'm going to ask you some questions about outdoor activities. Try to say as much as you can about each question. In this part here, you won't be able to see the questions. So if you don't understand any words or the meaning of the question, please make sure you ask your examiner in the real exam. What type of outdoor activities do you enjoy and why? Describe an outdoor activity that you've tried and explain why you enjoyed it. What are the benefits of doing outdoor activities? Why? The second assessed part of the test is a short talk. I will give you a card and you will have 1 minute to read it and think about what you want to say. You should talk about the points on the card. You can't make any written notes, but you can ask me if there's anything that you do not understand. You may keep the card until the end of the test. In the case of this video, I'm just going to show it. You are planning a film night with friends, and there are two options: go to the cinema or watch a film at home. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of each option, and then say which you prefer and why. You now have up to 2 minutes to talk about the topic on the card. I will stop you after 2 minutes, but do not worry if you have not finished. Let's start. Now let's move on to part 3 of the test. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions related to the topic you have just talked about. This part of the test will last approximately 3 minutes. What are the differences between watching a TV series and watching a film? Film should always teach people something. Do you agree or disagree with that statement? Why? Films are more enjoyable when you're watching them with people. Do you agree or disagree? Why? Thank you. This is the end of the test.